Stop over-lightening your brunettes. This is how you create the perfect blonde. Hi, my name is Oliver. I'm an education expert from Austria, Vienna. And this is my model for today, Melissa. Today I'm gonna show you how to do a dimensional blonde look on a brunette base. My model brings short bangs, which is always a little challenging. You need to find a connection between this shortest part and your face framing area. As bleach, I'm going to use IGORA Real Vario Blonde Super Plus with 6% volume on her upper head, where her natural roots are, and with 3% and a mixture in ratio 1:4 for her ends, which are previously lightened, and I don't want to be too bright in the end. As a tone, I'm going to use IGORA Vibrance 6-0 and 6-46 with 6 volume. I'll start with my first sections and I will be back with you in a second. Now I'm ready with my first sectioning. I separated the front part from the back part, and I also did my first sections in the back. So I'm starting in the nape of the head and I'm working towards the face and up to the upper head. For this technique, I'm going to work with a hand touch technique, which means I'm using my slice and I'm blow drying out all of these underlaying short hairs, which gave me dimension. To make sure my blend is perfect and even, I'm going to low light all of these short sections and highlight just the long hair here. I'm working with 2 strengths of lighteners. I'm using my stronger version up here on her natural virgin hair, and I'm using the softer version on her previously lightened hair, just to make sure that there is no damage done. Now that I separated the longer parts from the shorter parts, I just make sure that there is enough hair that I can work proper and fast across the complete head, but not too much hair that I'm not going too blonde in the end result. I'm working with 1.5 centimeter thick sections and I'm using a full slice. First, I comb through so that all of the hairs are laying next to each other perfectly fine. Next step, I'm going to use my blow dryer and blow out all of these shorter hairs underlaying. Make sure that this is very clean and, if needed, clean it up even more. This part will be dark, and if there is a blonde tip on it, you have to lowlight it as well. As I said before, my underlying hair, the shorter parts, I'm going to lowlight immediately. Therefore, I'm going to use my IGORA Vibrance and just put it there where the previously lightened part is and blend it softly into the natural hair. For my next section, I want to do a low light, and therefore I'm going to do a big weave. And again, just blend my IGORA Vibrance into these brighter ends. But I make sure that I'm not going all the way down and leave out the very ends. With this pattern, I will work through all of the back of her head. As I'm coming to the top of the head, I work in horizontal sections. From diagonal, I was moving slightly towards the head and became even more horizontal from slice to slice. As I'm coming upwards, I'm also starting to get rid of my slices and start to weave in classic ways for even more natural results. As you see, my last foil was a highlight, so my next one will be a low light again. We'll start where the brighter part is, the previously brightened hair. We'll blend it up to the darker ones and soften it out to the ends. Not all the way through. When I'm done with that, my last section will be a blonde one. And here I need to think of where I want my brightness to be in the very end. I always love to leave out this kind of teardrop section that leaves me some depth and makes it easy to maintain the color and don't look too bright in the end. Make sure when closing your foils that these 2 mixtures, the softer one and the stronger one, do not touch each other. Now what I will do is to do 2 big chunks of Teasy lights, which means over-direct all the remaining hairs to the face and do a big tease, which helps us to prevent the dark hair from getting too bright, but helps us to brighten up the very ends a little more for more dimension in the very ends and more brightness overall. In this area I'm working at the very ends, at the last quarter of the length, just to make sure there is another tip of brightness at the very bottom of her hair length. Again, make sure that there is enough saturation for an even lift. Repeat that with the second section and also on the other side. Just to make sure that my tip outs getting the right amount of lift, I'll tuck them together and secure them in between my foils in the back side for more warmth and an even and good lift. I'm working again in diagonal sections and working across the head and becoming from slice to slice even more horizontal until I reach the top of the head. And again, I start with a highlight, and in between every highlight there will be a low light as well. Technique is the same. With the blow dryer, I will separate the short parts from the long parts, brighten the long parts, and give the short parts a low light. We don't want to be too bright, but we also don't want to leave it too dark like it is right now. I will do a classic weave, and I'm gonna blend my bleach with the help of my fingers and my comb into the very ends, just to make sure that there is a connection from the side parts upwards to her face into her pony part. This don't have to be too bright, that's why I don't use a foil, but just the right amount that everything suits perfectly together. Now that everything is nice and secured, I also did the bangs part. We are ready to leave that on for the processing time. Just let me show you around real quick how my foils are placed on the head. Just make sure that there is the right balance all over, and now we need to wait for the final result. Now Melissa and I are back from rinsing and treating her hair, and now it's time for toning. As you can see, you already have this visible dimension in her hair. What is left to do is to choose the right toner for her skin tone to make everything a perfect all-over look. When it comes to level of brightness, I want to tone it down a little bit, so I'm going for a level 8 and a 9. I previously dried my bangs just to make sure the placement is right. As you can see, I went up a little too far right here, but that's not a problem. We are going to do a soft root melt to make everything blended into each other. Here I used IGORA Vibrance 9-4 and 9-55. I used the 55 for the warmth I need and the -4 for a little bit of neutralization in these warmer areas. On the upper head, for even more dimension, I'm using the same shades but a little darker. I went for 8-4 and 8-55. Here I'm changing the ratio. I'm using a little bit more of the warmer tone, the -55, and a little less of the beige tone. I want more warmth on the upper head. And as my final mixture, just to make sure that the blend throughout the face framing gets down a little lower again, I'm using 7-55 and 7-4, just to make sure that it's even more blended towards the face and into the face framing area. Now I've finished all of my applications with my toners. The only thing left to do is wait for the final result. See you in a bit. And here we are back again with our final result. Soft brunette, slightly warm, and we got rid of the bending, and we have the dimensional darker spaces underneath. If you'd like to learn more about this look, you can check out the description box below. Thank you so much for watching.